Good morning, everyone. Strafe Gal. We are doing some more Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise Randomizer. And today, this is a flag set I've been messing around with. It's a kind of a semi-easy flag set. Guaranteed to get the Magma Key. We're starting with Rydia with Hero on. So we have Rydia the whole time. And the reason we're doing that is because we're taking the Castlevania kit, which gives her a free whip at the beginning. Continuing our theme for the weekend. So, we have to do 6 out of 7 objectives. It was all random except for Launch the Falcon and Vanilla Masamune Altar. So, Hoko Legend, Forge, White Spear Altar, Crystal Sword Altar. It looks like what we're doing is looking for the Darkness Crystal. Because White Spear Altar, Masamune Altar, and Giant of Babel and Crystal Sword Altar. So that's 4 out of 5, or 4 out of 7. Yeah. Should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and no moon, the stuff on the moon will be actual, not key items. So, pretty much everything's gonna be down on the ground, and then we'll go up to the moon and see what happens. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, we've got a cane. That's a good start. Tiara. That's actually a really good start. And a Dragon Whip. Heck yes. So, Tiara is Rydia's best headgear. Dragon Whip is her best melee weapon, but we're not usually using her for melee because she's Rydia. But we can use her for melee at the beginning. I believe we have a free key item here, so let's go ahead and pick it up first. Ooh, we've got Sylph too. I mean, I'm not going to complain about Rydia starting with Tiara, Dragon Whip, and Sylph. Now, the problem with this is it does take her magic stats down by 5, but it boosts her physical stats, so it's worth it at the beginning. That's not what I wanted to do, but whatever. There's our Legend Sword right off the bat. Doesn't help us with finding direction, but it is half of an objective already. I mean, that pretty much says if we get underground, we're going to be in good shape. So that puts us at 5 objectives, which means that we just need to do, what was it? Pink Tail or Launch the Falcon. So we need the hook for both of those. I'd say if we do get the hook and the ability to do those, we may skip the Giant instead. We'll see how that goes. Normally I wouldn't jump right into dungeons, but I think with a strong Rydia start, I guess she is level 1. So there is that whole she has 30 hit points thing, depending on what the boss is. We can also, I mean, King can still just survive if we give him that diamond shield we just picked up. I'm making more side trips than I normally would at this point because I'm realizing that I should have done more looting first, since Kane doesn't actually have a good weapon. We have a ninja shirt and a Masamune for Edge, if we find one. 2 hourglasses, very cool. Oh, she doesn't actually have... Okay. I was gonna see if I could, have her heal herself with Cure 1 quick, but it looks like she doesn't even have Cure 1. That's not a good start. Lunar Sparkle, Wyvern, Mega Nuke. Yeah. I mean, actually, that's not a terrible thing. Because that means that all we have to do is get that Star Veil up instead of fighting. We don't actually have to do damage to it, we just have to get a Star Veil up before it kills us. Hey, she has Cure 1 now. More importantly, she has hit points. Baron Key. Okay, that'll be nice. That means we can do Baron in one sweep. So offhand, trying to think about where I want to go here. I'm thinking let's do Hobbs, Bool, see what we get for items, and then go straight to Baron. We'll skip Ordeals for now. Ordeals is multiple bosses, including a back attack, and while it's not super hard usually, there's only one key item there, and we are very much in a... Key items are the thing we need for this flag set. See what summon we get here. I don't even know what that was. Mage. I'm still not sure what Mage actually does. That's one I've never actually used. I remember it being not great. That's about all I remember. Fortunately, coming in from this side, we can't actually see what we're doing. Except for the fact that there's an Edward there, which I don't care about. Would I rather have Edward than nobody? Maybe? I'm about that non-committal on it. We could have reset out of Hobbs instead of walking out. Oh well. Second Lunar Sparkle? I know this might be weird, but did I pick up a... No, I didn't. Okay. I thought I had cure potions too. Oh well. Rydia just needs like 2 more hits. Maybe? 1. Unfortunately, that means Kane doesn't get experience. But Rydia just learned Warp, which means when we get underground, that gives us Dwarf Castle access. Or gives us the second item in Dwarf Castle, rather. Assassin Dagger. That is the opposite of a useful item. We found a lot of not key items so far. Ooh, Glass Helm. That would have been nice to have for that fight. Kane would still be alive right now. Let's see if there's a weapon here. That probably would have been a good thing to check beforehand also. And actually, I'm gonna just give him the Assassin Knife for now. It's not great, but it's probably better than him using the Flame Spear. Just because of the stat buffs. And the fact that he can randomly just kill things with it. Well, this is not, like, objective-wise, we're not doing great so far. Yeah, I think my plan to do Baron next is still valid. It's multiple key items and character checks. Whereas Ordeals is 3 bosses for... This is going to be technically 4 bosses, one of which is very easy for 2 characters and 2 key items. Very easy. Odin. Hopefully. And a Yang. Not loving that part. Icebrand is a better weapon. This spot can hit pretty hard, but it's got very low hit points. That's unfortunate. And that's a Mylon. Okay, regular Mylon, that's good. Because this spot has low magic, I believe? But it has very high physical attack. So I think we Firebomb, wipe out some zombies. See how much the lit one does. Perfect. Finish off the ghasts, then we'll res Rydia. No, we don't even need to. I guess it'd be faster, probably. Nah. We should be good. With the Sea Hero flag on, even though this spot doesn't give experience, Rydia will get experience even if she's dead at the end of it. What? I was not expecting him to punch. Okay, that's a problem. General strategy still stands, but that was rough. So yes, I think the solution there is, in fact, and actually, let's go ahead and do Lilith Rod. And I'm just gonna have her start spamming Sylph. Hope that she can heal herself in time. So there's a glitch. If you have enough MP to cast Sylph, it ends up costing 0. So it lets you cast a very powerful spell that hurts the enemy, heals you, bypasses wall, and all of the above will function in this situation. He doesn't punch every turn, so having both of them up is pretty much just a guarantee that we're not going to lose here. Plus, Rydia just hits a lot harder than Kayn in that situation. Okay. Magma Key and Yang. We'll take it. Baron Castle quick still. Kind of feel like I want to get some better gear first. I kind of want to go underground quick before we do more. Forgot about those. Let's get those out of our inventory. Yeah, let's go underground. I'm not unhappy with this party, but it is very squishy. So let's go underground, see if we can get another... see if we can get a key item and some gear from Land of Summon Monsters. Technically, we could do Sylph Cave and wake Yang up as well. We don't have the pan yet, but it'd be a check. I don't feel like it's worth it for one check when there's so much else available. So this is going to let us go underground. Like I said, we can check Land of Summon Monsters, we can technically do Dwarf Castle, but I think we want to wait on that until we get a little bit more power. I'm actually tempted to crack an egg as well. Let's do that first. That way when we heal at the end, we'll be able to get all of our hit points back. Dragon Whip. Come on. So using a Siren automatically summons the highest monster on the table for that area. In this case, it is the Yellow Dragon Egg. So we know we can fight that, get 34,000 XP. Get a bunch of levels. And we can use the Hourglass to cast Stop to make sure that it doesn't actually get a chance to fight back. Rydia with the Dragon Whip. It's also a Dragon Egg, so Dragon Whip does extra damage. Keep messing up here. This is a very casual run at this point, and I'm okay with that. I'm glad I saved. Monster chest is the one we're skipping. There's only one trap chest here, so we can skip that and do everything else. Charm Rod is the second best rod in the game. We'll take that. I believe there was a Thunderclaw in Fabool. For sale. We could technically go buy that. Honestly, anything is better than the Charm Claw we've got. Unfortunately, Yang is in bad shape as far as equipment goes, but luckily he's not super equipment based. He's much more level dependent, which unfortunately right now his level is also bad, but you know, that's easily fixable. Wow. We are getting so much good stuff for Rydia. It's like, I think we just found 3 black swords there. Rat tail. So that'll be good if we find the hook, which we want to find anyway. Those are not items that I care about. There's a Thunderclaw, perfect. Leviathan Summon also. Gives us a big damage source. That'll carry us through pretty much the whole first half of the game. That sucks. I am not a Poison Axe fan. Yeah, I don't care that much. Probably should have checked the bosses down here, but I forgot. And it's not that important. That's all good stuff to find there. Purse ring, nice. So the reason if you look here at the Charm Claw, it has a big drawback, which is a 50% accuracy rate, which is the lowest of all of his weapons. I mean, yeah, we'll take it. I've seen worse. Let's go ahead and grab Ashura and Leviathan. So Ashura is a 2 out of 3 chance for pretty much a full party heal, which is good, obviously. Let's go ahead and check out, I believe it's Omra. Nope. Metal Fabricator. Our job dwarf is a metal fabricator. That is one of the things that's randomized. They give him a different job title every single time. I bought the rune ring for Yang. It's not super important, but I kind of like having it just as a little bit of extra defense. And then I think we go Poison Claw as well. Actually, we want Poison Thunder. Technically, Poison Claw is better. Higher accuracy, higher strength. And then we'll put Thunder Claw as the second to get that elemental effect. Now I am more than confident we can do Baron without too much trouble here. Mostly still relying on Iridia. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab some stuff because we are still pretty light on equipment for Kayn. I'm not gonna grab every chest, but we'll grab a few on the way. Another Ice Brand. Like, Ice Brand's decent, but would love to get, you know, a good spear or a good axe. That's not the poison axe. Okay, let's be fair. I'd like to get a good spear or the ogre axe or a defense sword. Okay, Octomom. I'm not super worried here. This spot doesn't... Like, this spot is a little punchy, but it shouldn't be too bad. The one downside with Sylph, it does have a long animation. But I just want to keep everybody healed up. We don't have a white mage right now. And since they attacked somebody besides Rydia, perfect. One level each. That'll give us access to the 3 treasure chests here. Another black sword and another fire armor. Let's go ahead and quick swap the Dragoon Shield, put one of those fire armors on him, because we apparently picked up 3, and grab the Strength Ring. Shura. I don't know how nasty Ashura is at this spot. Offhand. I'm going to go off the assumption that she is... Okay, yep. Possibly annoying, but not dangerous, which is fine. And that just means Leviathan. Leviathan's gonna one-shot a lot of stuff at this point in the game. Rosa. Not gonna complain about that. We don't have much in the way of gear for her, but that's okay. She's still Rosa. Honestly, Rosa's one of the few characters that there are no bad... Like, there's not a bad party to have a Rosa in. Want a bunch of casters? Rosa. Want a bunch of berserkers? Rosa. Mixed party? Rosa. It's all good. And her. Let me just go do that quick. Is that or ordeals at this point? And honestly, they're about the same. Let's go do music. Music is fun. I don't get to do it that often. Check the item shops quick. Terraria has 2 item shops. We haven't found life potions or cabins yet. And I would like them. I also sold all of the mediocre bows we got. What does Rosa have, actually? Yeah. No. The great bow is not a great bow, but well, it's better than the short bow. There's a lunar staff. It's probably better to attack with, even though it's not a bow. This spot has very high magic defense, so switching over to physical stuff. Specifically, switching radio back over to the Dragon Whip for this fight. Leviathan might be enough to burst or to bust down the magic defense, but I don't want to risk it. Whoops. I was mashing too hard. Too enthusiastically. Apparently, I don't think I've ever seen that where something can still attack their their body. Okay, let's see what our music today is. This is another thing that gets randomized. I was silently hoping that after 2 days of Castlevania, I was going to get even more Castlevania. It's been kind of awesome. The submarine from Earth. Mr. Egg. That's annoying. That was a misinput. I miscounted the attacks. I also just realized I never turned my battle speed back up after Wyvern, did I? That explains why it's dragging so bad. Dragging, get it? Miss Dragon? That was unintentional, but I don't care. There we go. Let's see what our item is. That's a crystal sword. We have not seen a Cecil yet, but characters are guaranteed to appear, so we'll find one eventually, and then we will use it. Unfortunately, that is, once again, not a key item. So at this point, we've got Ordeals, Dwarf Castle, Tower, Upper Tower, specifically. Yeah. There's not a ton of good options, and a lot of them are kind of out of the way. Or things that we'd prefer to do later. I guess let's just do Ordeals. Now we've got that Crystal Sword. Skipping Ordeals entirely feels even less likely to happen than it normally would. I'll be fair and say, I've been skipping it in some of my casual runs recently, just because, or putting it off, after like a bunch of Fusoya seeds and Tela seeds and boss hunts, where it was like a requirement. Charm Arrows. Dragoon Shield. Yes, Dwarf Castle is also a character. So yeah, we'll do that after this, probably. I will say, unless we get Earth Crystal, then we'll probably do Earth Crystal instead. King Queen Eblin. First fight is free. Quick heal on everybody, so we don't have to use Tent. I'm just gonna go ahead and punch them instead of waiting for it to play out, because I, once again, have not turned the battle speed up. I'm going to turn the battle speed up after this, so that we don't have these long waits. Magus Sisters. You know what is good against them? Leviathan. You know what's scary about them? This spot hits really hard with magic. I was expecting him to be dead. Whoops. Like I said earlier, Leviathan just kind of wrecks the overworld. And honestly, Dwarf Castle should be in that same boat as well. Oh, we're on Sea Hero. Crap. Well, see how this goes. I mean, Rydia is still stupidly well equipped. And we can swap out Dragon Whip. I think she still has Dragon Whip equipped. Awesome. That just made my day. Door. Leviathan? Is sensing a theme. That's what I thought. Okay, so we've got Pan. That's going to be 3 key item checks quick. We can do Dwarf Castle after that if we want. Again, unless we get Earth Crystal, that's probably our path. Given that Pink Tail is a required item, or one of the options for required items, I'm gonna hold off on turning the Rat Tail in, even if we get the hook, until the last minute. Did I go too far? I went too far. The reason I keep mentioning Earth Crystal is because it is 2 characters a key item and the Torreya Treasury, which is the Treasury would give us hopefully a weapon for Kain, possibly like armor or better gear for Rosa. Possibly like armor, like a Zeus Gauntlet for Yang and / or Kain. Spoon is not what we're looking for here, but we are up to 7 key items. Once you hit 10 key items, your XP rates double. So getting up to 10, the earlier you get to 10, the less likely you actually have to grind, because you're going to get XP for bosses. There's the Earth Crystal. guess the other thing we could get from the Earth Crystal is a Heroine Robe, which would mean Rydia could be even more of a beat stick. Loot, loot, loot. White Spear, Zeus Gauntlet, Protect Ring. I need to clean, apparently. Okay, so that looked like Power Shirt. Zeus Gauntlet. Diamond Armor. White Spear. Protect Ring. The rest of it is good, but there's a lot of very Cecil forward things or edge things, so we'll have to see if we get one or both of those in the near future, and then we can just say goodbye to Yang and be happy. So the first boss, Tarvzad, is usually pretty easy, but has very high hit points. The second spot is usually a little bit more well-rounded, but is also usually not too hard. And both of these spots are still very much in Rydia's Leviathan range, so I'm really not too worried. Which also... go back over to Charm Rod quick. And then let's do... Hence don't full heal. So using a little bit of magic first, since we're going to be restoring magic anyway. She survived with 3 hit points. That's silly. Someday you will see. Rosa needs those levels. That was the main reason I was wanting to make sure she stayed up there. More than anyone. Sid. I mean, Sid is kind of a better than nothing character. Unlike Edward, who it's more of a I'd rather not have you wasting my turn order character. Edge. Well, that's an easy pick. Arasame, Dancing Dagger, Ninja Shirt, Strength Ring? I don't have back row glitch options for these characters, so we're just gonna have to put Rydia in the back. That's fine. Full Bez. I mean, the good news is it's an easy... I think it should be an easy fight here. The bad news is it's a long fight. We do have a character who is wearing ribbon and another character who's wearing a protect ring. I think those both protect against Golbez's Shadow Dragon. We'll have to see. Perfect. If I have to pick one character to get the XP here, it is Rosa. Rosa learned fire. Or Rydia learned virus. Rydia gets the XP anyway. Kane was already up. Edge is already level 25 to start with, and is less level dependent. Yang would have been the other option, but I feel like getting Rosa up into fighting shape is more important. Because I'm not sure I'm gonna be keeping the gang if when I find a Cecil. That's an adamant. So that makes our next decision easier. We are going immediately down to Copal to see what we get for that and to fulfill our first objective. I think that's our first objective. Most of them were pretty, yeah. Most of them are pretty back-end heavy. If we do want to, we could get us, or we do have a Siren. Given where we're at, I am gonna do, oops. I am going to loot. Those are possibly the worst items I've seen for sale in the shop ever. Mist Whip for Rydia means that she can now do attack and magic with the same weapon. You're a monster. For a black sword. Ugh. I am grumpy now. So the Mist Whip is more powerful than the Charm Rod as a casting implement, but it has an attack power that is significantly higher than the Dragon Whip, and unfortunately it doesn't have the strength and agility boost, but it does give a wisdom and will, or it doesn't have the negative magic boost either. I think that's what we needed to sell, so should be good. And just because we have a ridiculous amount of cash right now, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up another strength ring and another elixir. Guess I don't need that yet for her. And we did also get like a bunch of glass helms, I think. Cool. Very good equipment. Got a requirement done. We're up to 10 key items. NPCs walking around are the true menace. Lunar Sparkle. So that's either Ogopogo Plague or D-Lunars at this point. That shouldn't be too bad. Ogopogo would be the worst of those, I think. D-Lunars, we've got enough raw power, we should be good. Don't think Rosa has Cure 3? This would be a good spot for Cure 3. But for now, this is a good spot for Sylph. or possibly a Shura might have been a better choice. Oh crap. Is Okopogo the one who counters summons with Quake? Nope. Okay. This is honestly not a bad spot for this. Like, this isn't a super high hit point spot, but it's a fight I really don't want to do, and it's a annoying fight. Probably could have started with that. Second phase is Dargo. That should be doable. Porum? Nope. Rydia grew up. So, one of the random pieces of this that's going to be really nice is Dark Elf is weak to Holy, which includes Kane's White Spear, and Rydia's Mistwhip. Me change. Gets him into his second form, which dies instantly. There's Cure 3. Slightly obnoxious to be to have Piggy cast right there, because that means that we're going to need to heal Rydia before she can cast Warp to get the hidden treasure. So this entire cutscene technically takes place in the back of the sealed cave. They just use that space to create the scene since it already looks exactly the same. Which means you can, and since it's a cutscene, you can't interact with it at all. So they just had that be Darkness Crystal. However, if you use the warp spell, it takes you back to the previous screen, which is the back of the sealed cave, and then you just get to steal the item without having to do sealed cave. Power key. Still no Darkness Crystal, which is a little surprising. I'm gonna go over here if this dwarf moves out of the way. Wow. It's just gonna say, we haven't found cabins yet. Now we have. We're already rolling in money, so I'm just gonna take a quick look here. I guess I'm not even sure what I'd want out of this. So let's just go ahead over here. That is exactly what I wanted. Black belts and bandanas all around. I got more than I needed intentionally. So black belt bandana is awesome. Offense is more important than defense most of the time. That's fine there. Bandana, black belt. Ribbon. Black Belt is still better. And I think we're leaving her with the Protect Ring just for the safety it gives. And then I think we're good here. Well, actually, Black Belt's just better. So we ended up needing them all. Awesome. Let's go ahead and heal. Tower Key is the next obvious choice. We'll just do a quick. Don't want a lot. But this is a fight you could steal sirens from, as long as we're climbing the tower anyway. Let's get 3. 3 should be enough at this point. We know we're clearing moon bosses. We don't need a ton of XP. I mostly just want enough that if somebody, or that if we get a Cecil, if when we get our Cecil, or basically just right before we go to the moon, I want to be able to do a quick grind just to get us up to moon capabilities, I guess. Whether that involves Yang or Cecil or what. Defense Sword is very good for Kain. Technically, White Spear is better offensively, but if you're berserking him, if you're using Jump, the White Spear is better. If you're fighting something that is weak to Holy, which is pretty much just Mist Dragon, then the White Spear is better, but the Defense Sword has better accuracy, so it's better from the perspective of it's better from the perspective of doing Berserk strats, which we're probably going to be starting to do here. This is either going to be really obnoxious or really straightforward, or both. This is blue robes are either Water Hag or the Babool Gauntlet. Babool Gauntlet. This is going to be obnoxious. I mean, the good news is we do have Rhea here. So we can do stuff like Sylph. We don't have a lot of... We have one good AoE option, and I don't want to sit here and spam Leviathan. Just from a MP and time perspective, I'm not sure if it's the best plan. Also, this is probably going to be decent XP. And with an alert here, I'm not going to complain. About stealing a couple extra sirens just for the sake of it. I especially since these are very easy fights. The alerts themselves don't do anything unless you I think these things are weak to magic. We'll try a magic attack and a physical attack and see what happens. Yeah, that's what I thought. So this is where we use Leviathan. If this doesn't kill him. That wasn't worth it. That wasn't worth it at all. So the reason we did the top before we went and did the door is if we got the darkness crystal here, we could theoretically consider... Well, I guess we do need the hook still. Never mind. Basically, if you get the item you're looking for, then you can skip the door here, and then you don't have the cutscene on the way out. He's still using a dancing dagger. Whoops. Although I guess I haven't found anything better. Okay, we got a bunch of sirens. We're already over 10 key items. So if we find a Cecil, it will not take long to level him up to stupid levels. We can just level this party up because both Rydia and Yang don't mind extra levels. So basically, it'll depend on whether Cecil is... Actually, I guess there's not that many spots left to look. There's the giant character, package, there's Sandra B is literally what I was just trying to think of. Let's go see what we got there. I'm tempted, but I don't think we need 2 roses. I believe duplicate characters are actually on for once, so that would have been a possibility. But I don't think it's a worthwhile possibility. She would be a good alternate replacement for Rydia, but with C Hero on, we can't do that. What do we have left here? Oh. Summon fights are what we have left. So, Baron Basement, King Queen of Monsters, and Cave Bahamut. Obviously, Darkness Crystal can't be at Cape Bahamut, so there's not a whole lot of spots left. Don't have Rat Tail or... we have the Rat Tail, we don't have Pink Tail or Hook yet. I think at this point, we're far enough that if we get the Hook, I will go ahead and check the freebie. Jeez. Plague? D-Lunars? D-Lunars. I think that should be okay. I'm trying to remember what all of their weird counter triggers are, because they have several. I know one of them is the fight command. I couldn't remember if one of them is summons. Remedy. Remedy is their counter for summons, apparently. But I can think of worse things to deal with than them healing themselves a little bit or doing that much damage. Edge is dead again. Yang is now also dead. And not getting XP. Oh well. Oh, they're still alive. Let's see if they survive Kane. They did. Fire means that we're gonna get Yang up, or Edge up successfully. We'll take it. We'll not take it. Still haven't found life potions for sale yet. Probably should use another Leviathan instead of that, but oh well. Come on. Actually missed. Would probably do it also. I think these things are weak to Holy. Technically we could use Cure 3 on them instead. There's our hook. So I think at this point we do the hook. Turn in our Rat Tail, because if it's the Pink Tail or the Darkness Crystal, that makes our job a lot easier. And there's not a lot left it can be. We do need to do one of the, at least one of the hook things. If we don't find the Pink Tail right away, though, I'm not... Basically, if Pink Tail is in Cape Bahamut, we're never going to see it. Because I'm not going to bother. Well, actually... Is going to the moon, going to Cape Bahamut, going back, turning it back in, faster than doing the whole giant? Might be. Giant's long. that does mean that we're doing the hook route also. So I guess if my options are between Cave Bahamut and Pinktail, that means that we're thinking about doing the hook route for sure. Ooh. So just to be clear here, all we've got left is the Pinktail, it looks like, for key items. But we've got 3 spots that it could be in. 2 of those are still on Earth. So we could go do those 2 fights, see if we get it. Or we can do all the guaranteed ones that we already know where they are. I think we do the guaranteed ones. Now the big question is, do we go looking for Cecil before we do that? Or do we... I mean, actually, we're doing hook route anyway. Let's do hook route. Or let's... Yeah. I forgot my hovercraft because I wasn't going to do this originally. So, if Cecil is if Cecil is at the hook route, we can pick him up on our way down, grind when we get underground, and go from there. That is a whole lot of not life potion. Technically better. I'm not going to open every chest, but I'll open the ones that are along the way. At this point, we are looking for ninja swords. Yeah, like that. Technically, Mute Knife is better than the short sword, though. That's what we want. Perfect. So now the question is, do we want a Cecil over Kane or Yang with the grind we're gonna do? Honestly, I think I might keep Yang. Last minute decision, but feels good. Crystal Helm, at least for now, for defense. Black Belt, and Zeus Gauntlet. That brings him up to a whole stupid amount of attack. We're also going to switch him to the middle slot. And actually, we can switch Edge into the back row now that he has that full moon equipped. So let's finally make our rows correct. I actually ended up making fun of I saw a picture of Final Fantasy IV on Twitter, and my first thought with it was, why are there 3 people in the front row? Why haven't they back row glitched Kane or Cecil? Or Edge? That was just standard endgame party. Yeah, at this point, I'm not super worried about what we're fighting. This spot hits hard, but we just need to get 3 hits off on it. And then we get a full heal for the next fight. So Kane generally doesn't hit that hard. He's a good middle ground character. He's like kind of the middle ground between Cecil and Edge as far as speed and defense and equipment and everything goes. But when you get to endgame, he's pretty mediocre. He doesn't get Edge's ninja swords. He doesn't get Cecil's crystal sword. Oh god. Antlion at that spot is not kind. We're gonna get a full heal. Yeah, let's go. What's the worst could happen? He doesn't counter those attacks. The only person I'm actually attacking with is Cecil. Because Crystal Sword. Leviathan is still good. I just want to take a moment to point out that Cecil is already doing more damage than Yang, and he is at level 1. That's what this gear does. It is stupidly powerful. Okay, Cecil gained 28 levels instantly because of the way XP scaling works. If you're a certain amount of XP or of levels below the average party member, you get double XP, and then with 10 key items, it doubles again. So he got way more XP than it actually says. That also means that as we're doing these first couple dragon egg fights from the sirens, he's going to be getting like 120 some thousand instead of the standard. We don't need to do too many of these fights, however, because we are doing the giant, and the giant and the moon bosses are all going to give XP. We just want to be able to get high enough level to get through them quickly. Which, honestly, I'm thinking we're probably going to do a whole 1 or 2 eggs with those sirens we got. So this little strip here is where you can find these dragon eggs. We have a bunch of sirens. If we wanted to overlevel, we very easily could here. I'm just gonna go ahead and attack. I don't think we can one-shot them yet, but it'll be close. Cecil can one-shot them because she's... There's Cure 4. Cecil gains 7 levels off that. You know what? We've got a Yang and a Rydia. A little overkill is fine. Yang and Rydia are definitely the most level-hungry characters in the game. Rydia requires the most XP to get to the levels she needs. She doesn't learn Nuke for a long time, and she doesn't get her XP growth is terrible. And Yang's damage is dependent on his level. So with Yang, the nice thing here is going to be doing these couple extra fights means that he's going to be able... that's actually why I kept him over Kane. I figured we can crack a few extra eggs. We've got the sirens. Should be at like low 40s. Yeah. So we're at the range now where we can theoretically actually just beat the game. Already. And we actually have the giant and the moon left. Trying to think of what nasty bosses we have left that we haven't seen. And unfortunately, there's a lot. This means that we can run into, at this point, it's like Kenazo, Belvalis are both really nasty moon bosses. That's probably the two I'm most worried about. We've still got Plague. Do we have any freebies left? Dark Imps, which are going to hit really hard in those or in a lot of those spots we've got left. But we can still use Hourglass and just wipe them out that way. And I think we also have like a coffin. Let's save. It's a long walk. Also, I just realized I didn't heal. Good catch, me. I meant to do that. I'm not super worried here, but this is the highest hit point spot in the game, so... Nasty things here can be nasty. Freebie. We just have to survive 2 kicks. Also, I totally forgot there's a free HP recovery here. I was almost accidentally smart, and then I realized that I could heal, and I And I wasted my time. Okay, after 2 kicks, Paladin Cecil can hit him and he will respond with ouch, and the fight is over. Like I said, free fight. That is a lot of XP, and that is why I stopped after just a couple eggs and said we were super over-leveled at this point. I mean, technically we're not for Rydia yet, but by the time we get to Zeromus, we probably will be. Quick Cure 4, put it up in the top. And actually, with Rydia, we can actually start casting Quake now. It's a faster cast time. Plague. This is a race, so I think we just go for the race. Rather than trying to do something fancy. Well, actually, you know what? Let's do Kamikaze with Rydia. Because if she happens to not get back up, it's okay. That's annoying. But we just got a bunch more levels. Rydia got nuke. Okay. We're definitely over leveled. So currently, Edge is our weak link. He missed those last levels. He's also doesn't have his full gear. Definitely not taking a Palom at this point. We can do some weird hybrid strats here, I think. Rydia's still going to be able to do a lot of damage, even with a curse ring on, which we're wearing. I'll double check once I get to the moon here, but I believe it's... So it's Crystal Sword Altar. Crystal Sword, Masamune, and White Spear. White Spear is... I believe White Spear's the top. I believe Crystal Sword is the Wyvern spot, and Masamune is the last spot. So it's pretty much skip the ribbon and the one next to it, I believe. I could be off on that though. We do have the cutscene for a character here. Fusoya, you so late. Fusoya is not better than Rosa at this point. It's 25. I'm just not gonna risk it. That puts relative agility at 10. Which I think should be okay. See hero, it goes off of the hero character's agility. Agility is complicated in this game, and it is some weird arcane formula I do not fully understand, so I'm not going to bother trying to explain it. The short version is, you want that character to have low agility and then make the other characters faster. Like I was saying, Edge is significantly weaker than the rest of the group here. I was wrong, that's not the right spot. That must be the Masamune or Murasame spot then. So White Spear must be the one next to Ribbon. I have been very open about the fact that I'm terrible at remembering which of those is which. Oops. It's annoying, we have to sit through that cutscene again. So we'll do the Wyvern spot on the way down. There's a save point next to it. Then we'll save again when we get to the bottom. Then we can do the other ones. We can technically skip the Ribbon room, but it is too... I think we'll do it before the last spot if we haven't found a sword for Edge yet. Edge is currently still sitting on Full Moon as his second weapon, which is not amazing. It feels like he's doing way less than he should be. Maybe the back row glitch isn't working right on him. Do I need to put him back in the front row? Oh no. It doesn't actually matter against Zeromus anyway, because Zeromus doesn't do any physical attacks. So we could definitely just put him in the front row for the sake of it. By the way, random thing that I never really talk about. Movement. So as you are moving through these dungeons, you can hold the directions down and just follow the edge. So like in that case, I was just holding up and left. Or up and right, rather. And it just follows the up and right edges. This is going to be awful. This spot is really hard hitting, and we're gonna get wave counters, and it has lots of hit points, so the wave counters are gonna be really hard, and it's very high speed as well. Not a lot of time between the attack and the wave. Good news is the wave is based on his current hit points, so as we go, I am down to 1 life potion. I never found where they were for sale. Let's get a... That's what I figured. But at this point, he's down to 3-digit damage, and so I care a lot less. Okay, that actually looks a lot better for Edge's damage. So while he's in his shell, ice becomes his weakness. So we'll have Yang do a quick ice claw switch. Keep the damage high. Perfect. Lots of XP that we don't really need, once again. That's okay. Still no sword for Edge. So Masamune and White Spear. Okay. There's only 2 spots that aren't Ribbon Room left, so that must be them. I was right about Crystal Sword. It feels nice to be right about one of those spots. And the only reason I know which one is Masamune is because that's the one that I manually picked for this flag set. 2 of the objectives are always Masamune and launch the Falcon. So if you launch the Falcon, or it's basically launch the Falcon even though it's a... Oh god. This is a problem. I am totally fine with Cecil taking point on this one. Perfect. Luckily it was that spot. There's a lot... Perfect. There we go. Second ninja sword for Edge gives him the edge that he needs. I will not apologize. Okay. So this should be it. The only awkward thing here is we have... Oh god. This is fine, but annoying? We haven't back row glitched Cecil. Can't back row glitch Yang. I guess we just use Sylph here. Bypasses the wall, and it is powerful enough. Like, it's not great, but it's damage. And this is a very high hit point spot. Let's use our last dart. Can't use AoE targeting, and it has a wall, so it will reflect spells. If we tried to use like Nuke or White. The other strategy we can use, and actually I'm gonna just do this as a safety thing quick, is tossing Berserk up, and then keeping Blink on the other side. It's percentage-based damage, so it will never kill us. Or it shouldn't ever kill us. I guess if we're just relying on self-healing at this point, it's probably not going to keep up, but, you know. We've got Ashura and Cure 4 also. So this is a long, annoying fight, but not a dangerous fight. Finish it off with a nuke because we put the blink up. The blink was just to make sure I didn't accidentally attack it and kill it, because at that point it actually starts doing dangerous counterattacks. Second Crystal Sword. That's actually oddly unfortunate. Like, there's so many better things we could have gotten there. Not that it really matters. So yeah, just to go back to what I was saying, in case, because I don't think I've actually talked about it, or I generally don't talk about it much. Basically, you can push the buttons for your inputs way ahead of time. Let's see, I would like Cecil. Chang. Yes, that. Then I would like to move my crystal to the top. But yeah, that's how you hug the edges like that, just because I don't think I've ever mentioned it. on one of these videos before, and I like to try and explain how things are done. Obviously, there are certain situations where it doesn't work, like where I just messed up there, and you do have to keep up with it as you're changing directions, but you can pre-do a lot of the inputs, like as you are moving, or hold them down as you are moving a different direction. So plan here is going to be Berserk on Cecil first. I don't have a Silk Web, so I think we're going to probably just bait out his nuke with a straight nuke from Rydia. Or a slow from Rosa, but I would rather have Rosa casting Berserk. True colors emerge. Let's see who we're fighting. Bernice. Okay. Actually, I'm just gonna do the crystal instead. Second crystal means he's gonna do his counter nuke right away. Then we don't have to worry about it. Cecil's gonna do 6k a hit. So should be good there. This Big Bang should be nerfed because of the nuke. It was. And I'm going to use, as long as I've got Rydia up, I'm going to take the 2 out of 3 chance that Ashura heals my party. It did not work out that time. That could actually be really nice, regardless, if she somehow ends up being the person alive. Oh geez, that was 7,500. I've never done this Ashura gamble before in a Zeromus fight that I can recall. But I want to get my Berserks up, and I think that's more important right now. We just got life 1 twice in a row. Yeah, this is a stupidly high-level party, so we're probably going to be fine still. We'll just do a Pier 4 here. Just to get everybody up into the 2000 range. He didn't even get to attack again. So the way that works, Zeromus has 4 phases. We were doing enough damage fast enough that every time he got an attack queued up into the list of things that need to happen in the battle, we would push him into the next phase before he actually got to do it, and that bumped him back down to the bottom of the list. So, yeah. Like I said, we ended up super over-leveled. You saw how much damage Yang was doing there. He was doing about 4,000. Cecil was doing about 7,500. Edge was doing a little bit less. The reason I picked the Yang over the Kane is because Kane would have been doing less than Edge. So, yeah, this worked out. Like I said, this was mostly just a for fun seed. This is the first time I've gone over 2 hours in a while. But it was a 6 out of 7 objective seed instead of like a boss hunt or something. Overall, I don't think I played as well as I could have, honestly. But like I said, it was kind of just a fun seed. I threw in the Rydia hero with the Castlevania set as the starter items, like last minute, because I had just gotten done doing a bunch of Castlevania stuff. So, yeah, it was fun. That's the most important thing. If you are watching this in the present, thank you for joining me for my 6-year anniversary weekend. Done full run of the original Castlevania a couple days ago, and then a Dead Cells run on the new Castlevania DLC. So if you didn't understand my Castlevania reference, that's it. And those were in celebration of 6 years since I posted my first YouTube video. I've been posting an average of a video a day for that entire time period. Videos range from, 10 minutes to 2 hours, but averages out to about 40 minutes a video. I'm really proud that I've been able to keep up that pace. Thank you all for being a part of it. Thank you all for watching. Whether this is your first video or whether you've been watching since the beginning, I really appreciate it. And more importantly, I'm glad that you get something out of it. So, hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. I do read all of them. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.